Come on, relax your mind. Kick back and just unwind. Don't let this moment overcome you, cause you need this vibe. Music, it takes me there, places where I don't care. I'm overflowing in this motion, you can't help but stare. Flowing like up and down, spinning around and round. Back up and touch the ground I'm making, but I can't sit down. Moving from side to side, feel good cause I'm alive. Don't you feel jealous, just get up and help me feel this vibe.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your main man, Mr. Council, back with another one, Saturday Motivation. You know how we do. I show Saturday because Saturday is a day that's uniquely your own. Most people work a 9 to 5, so by the time they get to Saturday, they feel it's necessary to take their foot off the gas. But most artists, creatives, and business mind know Saturday's the day to put your foot on the gas and handle your business. It's game day, ladies and gentlemen. It's game day. Some of y'all know I coach basketball, so we got our third game this week. I coach girls and boys. This year, for the first time, I'm coaching girls. We are 2-0. My boys, we are also 2-0, so I'm excited about this year. I've definitely had a tough time coaching, especially over the years. I've had a lot of down seasons. I've had some good ones, but this is just, it seems to be coming together as a special year, so I'm really excited, and that tells a story of patience and perseverance, which I feel like is going to be my legacy that I leave. But I have a question for you today. It's been a tough week for me, for my family. We lost a matriarch in our family, my great aunt. And it's amazing what you find out about people after they pass. You know, we found out that she was the first black head nurse at Yale New Haven Hospital. She gave a lot of love and joy and peace to a lot of people's lives. And people don't understand how huge that is. And we had her funeral this week. And so it just made me constantly think of the question, how will you be remembered? And see, a lot of times we don't start thinking about that until we're almost on death's door. But it's important in life that we begin to think about that early on. How will you be remembered? I want to be someone remembered as someone who brought joy and love to people's lives. Someone who is an incredible musician and spread great messages through music. Someone who was want to leave a legacy of hard work, perseverance, patience, change, generational change in my family. And a lot of times when you think about things like that, it comes off as if it's arrogant when you're thinking about how you're going to be remembered when you leave. But what we don't understand as individuals is that it's so important how we're going to be remembered, because we're supposed to push every generation forward, the next generation. You know, my generation is supposed to do something a little greater than the last. And the next generation after me is supposed to do something a little greater than we did. And the reason why that is because it's about family legacy. It's about leaving your mark. It's about changing lives and paying it forward so someone else's time here can be a little bit better than what yours was. And that's why it's not arrogant, because you're actually thinking about who's coming behind you. Whether you have children or not, you're thinking about legacy. Most of us have family. A lot of people have children. I don't have children. One day I may end up having children. But that's not the case right now. But I have nieces, I have nephews, I have great niece, great nephew. And so I think about them all of the time and how what I'm doing can help push them forward to a different level for the things that they're trying to do and the things that they're trying to accomplish. See, most of us are just selfish and we just think about ourselves. And even if you're not a person that's selfish, life is such a struggle. Most of us are just trying to get through the day-to-day. Forget about thinking about what's coming after us. We're just trying to get through today. And so, but once you get to a certain level, a certain age in life, you have to begin to start thinking about how you're going to be remembered. If you're the type of person that wants to leave something behind, leave a legacy of greatness, do something to help change your family and put your family in a different space, give your family opportunities that they never would have had before. See, I oftentimes think about my ancestors, and a lot of times with what we deal with in this country, it upsets me. But I have to stop and think about what my ancestors went through to get me to the space where I am today. Let's see, years ago, I wouldn't have been able to even speak freely in this country, in this space. And the fact that I can now, I appreciate that because somebody bled and died for my ability to do that. And so if somebody could sacrifice for me, knowing that they didn't know me, so my existence could be better, it's my duty and it's my responsibility to do it for the ones coming behind me. See, most of us don't want duty and responsibility because it means we have to do something for someone else other than ourselves. See, the people I'm working for now, I'm not working for me. I'm not working for money. I'm not working for cars, clothes, women. Those are things I might have wanted in my past. And I'm not saying I don't want good things in my future, but that's not why I'm doing this. I'm doing this to push the next generation forward, to leave something behind for them to take in as far as knowledge and be able to use that knowledge to push themselves and catapult themselves forward into a higher plane so they can in turn do the same thing to the next generation. That's why last names are so important. Counsel, I take pride in that. That's why I call myself Mr. Counsel. Like I had a writer last night, he was into my music. He was like, what's Mr. Counsel about? That's my name. But see, what it does is I don't go by Charles Counsel because it makes it about me. But Mr. Counsel makes it about my family. It makes it family legacy. It automatically helps you bring respect to my family's name when you see my accomplishments. It's a direct reflection of who brought me up. I wouldn't be the man I am if I didn't watch my mother work so hard for so many years. I wouldn't be the person that I am if I didn't watch my brother go through things, accomplish things, my sister. I would not be who I am if I didn't have those reflections in my life to be better, those examples. And so what I'm doing is about all of us. It's not just about me. So I don't focus on the Charles Counsel. I focus on the family name. That's why they exist. Growing up, oh, that's Marilyn Counsel's boy. So if I did something wrong, man, I made her look bad. But if I did something right and great, man, look what I did for her legacy. People will look and smile, that's Marilyn Counsel's boy. Because it's a reflection of the woman that she is, the great woman that she is, the educator that she was and still is. So you have to understand, when you talk about leaving a legacy, it's not about you and making you look good. It's about moving your family forward. Unless you want your the people coming behind you to just be in the same position or lesser than you. How does that make sense? It doesn't. So when I think about how I'm going to be remembered, it's not for people to glorify me in death, but it's so my family, the people that are coming behind me, they can remember me and learn from me and push my ideas, their ideas forward through the lessons that I've learned throughout life. Not for them to praise me every year and give a remembrance ceremony for me, but I've gained a lot of knowledge and wealth over my years, and I'm leaving that legacy through YouTube in a sense. Eventually that'll transform into motivational speaking, which will push generations forward of people that are not even in my family. but I can help be responsible for pushing someone else's family forward. And that's a beautiful thing because we're all here for each other. It's not even just about my family. My brother Jackson the other day, when he was listening to my album, he said, man, you inspired me, man. He said, you inspired me to write new jokes. That meant something to me because he means something to me. And his legacy means something to me because he's my friend. See, we should want the best for each other. I tell my students all the time, if you got an A in math and your best friend has a C, is that really your best friend? Are you looking out for them? Or are you just looking out for yourself and biding your time with them until you can move on to something greater? Excuse me. That's what it's all about. It's about paying it forward, helping someone else. And if you can't do that, then what does that say about you as a person on the inside? If you just want you to shine. I don't want fame. I'm not going to say I don't want fortune because I do want great things for my family. I want the people coming behind me to be able to have opportunities that I did not. And I appreciate the opportunities that I had that were built on the legacy of my ancestors. So how will you be remembered? What will people remember you for? Or even worse, will people remember you at all? I don't want to be in that third category. I want to be remembered as a man of love, peace, joy, hard work, diligence, creative, inspiring, so I can leave a legacy for those coming behind me so they can push our family forward. And even generations of other families forward. I come from a giving people. Educators are in my family. That's my family legacy, is education. I have great respect for the people who came before me in my family. I have some of the most accomplished aunts, uncles, great uncles, grandparents. I have a legacy of greatness in my family, and it is my duty. It's my duty to push it forward, and it's my privilege and my honor, and I do not take that for granted. When I see people and they think about my family, the Council, the Williams, I want them to think about greatness and inspire those families, other families, to be just as great, if not even better than mine. So if I can motivate you today, I need you to think, contemplate, spend some real quiet time thinking, how do you want to be remembered? And spend every day pushing a little bit more towards establishing that greatness and that legacy, so the people coming behind you can not only look to you as something to be admired, but they can take the lessons of your life to make their life greater, and also greater for the ones coming behind them. How will you be remembered? Or will you be remembered at all? Make sure as you come in here, hit that like button, share, subscribe these videos. We're doing something great over here, as I keep saying every week. The Better Man Chronicles album is still out there. Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, all streaming platforms, Bandcamp. Support your boy, because I'm going to keep pushing this album until people understand it's incredible and it's something to be valued and treasured. And I'm going to leave a legacy of greatness. I'm working on the next one now. But I just want to thank you all for continuing to listen to me. I hope you have a blessed day. The sun is shining. Enjoy today. Enjoy life. Begin to appreciate life and the fact that you have strength and the power to live it, because somebody else didn't today. That's my time, y'all. Peace to all my people in the struggle.
think I'm ready, might be ready, now I'm ready for love. Don't think I'm jealous, but I felt it when I saw you someone. Okay, I'm jealous, cause I never thought you'd leave me alone. So now I'm jealous, I can't stand it, and I can't let you go.